Speak, Nova, speak. Good boy. Alright, good evening, y'all. Got my 3 made amp shirt on. Got me a few of them made up, but I hadn't, this pandemic time, ain't nobody wanting to do nothing. Which is, boy works all the time. Well, him and his wife work all the time. His wife's the one does them. But this is a, one before. Gonna be biased for Mr. Paul in Ohio. I need to start keeping a good video log of this. Most of them I get so many phone calls throughout the day, I just put one before from Ohio. I don't even put down a name because some of them don't even bother to call back. They'll say, well, I'm gonna buy an amp once I get some money, and then you don't ever hear from them again. But I made this up probably a month ago, and I wrap them, put them in a cabinet, so I have at least some of it done, try to catch up. I know it's other people out there that do this too, but this is kind of out of the normal for me. I did have one cabinet, a few transistors left over. So, this is going to be Paul's. All 2879s. 1x4. 5/8 coil transformers. I have pre-made up the output, pre-made up the input for the 4-pill section. I had some pre-made stuff I made up. That's the only thing I don't like about these cabinets. I wish they gave it just a little bit more room, and I know they'd have done it forever like this, but I wish I had the money to get some made up on my own. I'd make a few changes to where it was made, which I might not have a good idea, I don't know, but I'd like to get some made up of my own. I know I can get it done, it's just I ain't got the money to do it. I ain't never got the money to do nothing. The way it looks, everything's gonna keep just getting worse and 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 worse. 2020 has been one sorry ass year. 2021's gonna end up being the same way. There's some people out there think they're gonna cruise right along though, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. but it's done already started. This platform here might not be available much longer. Once they figure it don't fit their narrative, it's gone. But you got to think about it. CB is a way of communicating, and when they see it as when some people see it as a threat, they start spewing off stuff that's not true about a person. And I'm going to give you a scenario. It's a guy who lives right down the road. Got a wife, 3 kids, talks on radio. I've had numerous people said, heard him on the radio now, didn't tell me in person, but heard him on the radio. This guy's gay, this guy's gay, this guy's gay. Don't mess with him, he's gay. Don't mess with him, he's gay. Well, I didn't know him to start with. And it didn't bother me, I don't care. But every time he get on the radio, just for no reason. Hadn't hurt nobody. Hell, he ain't got no power. Just talks in the neighborhood when nobody talk to him. And me that I don't get on the radio very much because my ears bad, I can't hear. He's on the radio talking, saying break, 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 and want nobody come back to his break. And I come back to his break, started talking to him. Man, oh man, oh man. People like to have a fit. I'm like, what the hell? Calling me on the phone. What the hell is wrong? Man, don't be talking to him. Man, don't be talking to him. Like, what the hell? Why can't I talk to him? Oh man, he's gay, and this, that, and the other. Well, like I just told you, I don't care. As long as he ain't bothering me, it ain't no problem. Well, I don't know how the rumor got started, but man, they called him out for God knows how long. And I still talk to him from every now and again. Like I said, I don't get on the radio a lot, but I talk to him when he was out there. I give him a radio check. Most of all he wanted was a radio check sometimes. And like I said, didn't have no power. Well, being that he's in a neighborhood, he come by here one day. Like I said, I didn't know him from Adam. He brought his wife, brought his kids, and hell, he's a good guy. Didn't tell me his handle or nothing like that. Didn't even ask. Didn't care. And he bought a little lamp from me. And then about 2 weeks later, he bought another little lamp from me. About 2 weeks later, bought another little lamp from me. And like I said, I didn't know who he was. He told me his name. But, you know, on radio, you go by a handle instead of your name. Well, and I'm bad with names too. I didn't pay no attention to it. Was a boy over here. When he came over here one day, he's like, well, that's who he is. Tell me who he was. I said, that's the boy we told you not to talk to on the radio. I'm like, well, you can't tell me who to talk to on the radio. And Like, my God. But anyways, I still talk to him. What the hell? That's the only thing I hate about this sorting station. Is the way this thing plugs in. And it only does this every now and again. But it gets frustrating. Now, what was I doing? But getting back to this is free speech. But my point of this story is that they sat around, and I've heard numerous people say that boy's gay, that boy's gay, that boy's gay. Well, my point being is all these boys without even knowing him. And I asked the guy that was sitting there, I said, well, do you know the guy? He's like, well, no, I don't know him. I just know I heard he was gay on the radio, so I don't talk to him. I said, well, you do know he's married. And he's like, well, that don't mean nothing. I said, well, he's got 3 kids and everything, and they look like him. Is it bothering you? He's like, well, no. I'm like, well, dude, you know, I don't know. Guy's been pretty good to me. But they sat and prejudge somebody. That's my whole point. And they won't let him talk out there just because they think something without knowing the whole truth, going off somebody else's shit. That's the bad part about it. But my point is, this form of communications, what we doing. And I know it's a bunch of people that love to do this. Some of them just can't fathom them not talking. And it's a power thing. Like everything else, you go drag racing and you don't want the next person to outrun you. You go playing basketball, you don't want the next person to outplay you. It's a competitive thing, which life is a competition in all. But my point of this, I know I'm boring as hell, don't get to the point, but my point to this is, if you say somebody something enough, in your mind, they become that person. If you don't know about them. And these people just don't know about them. But the poor boy's just trying to do what they trying to do, is talk. That's all he's trying to do. Talk, meet friends, have friends on radio. And now that guy does go on doing that again. I don't know if it's in that cartridge. It shouldn't be. It's a new one. I'll let it sit around and cool down. Good thing I got a sponsor. If I didn't, I couldn't afford these. Let's see if it does it with this cartridge. But that's my point with the story. I know it's probably boring as hell. Y'all don't want to hear it. Probably heard it a million times. Probably got your own story like it. But yeah, truthfully, they dogged the poor guy out there all the time. For what reason, I have no clue. And they ain't even a bit more got a chance to get to know the guy. Just automatically assume he's something other than he ain't. Or if he is, it ain't gonna bother them. What made me think of that is I come down here just a while ago, had a amp hooked up on the table, and sat down, happen to have it hooked up. It's not hooked up now, but hell, they probably had that steel dogging him. I don't know, but I don't know. But I just get tired of listening to them. You can't tell them no difference. They gonna think what they want to think. Two. I'm only going to work about an hour on this thing tonight. It's probably way after 2 o'clock in the morning. No, it's only 1:30. Been going at it pretty hard today. Let's see, it's 3 on the back, so that's 4 on the front. That's 4. But it looks like this world's going into censorship. You're going to start censoring everything you do. Telling you what you can and can't do. And we'll find out how that works for them. I'm going to delete my Facebook. I hate to do it. I got right many friends on now that they supposed to be my friend. I don't know. Sometimes you post something on there and the stupidest people come back and say something that don't know what in the hell they talking about. And of course you done offended them in some kind of way when it ain't even got nothing to do with them. They can't stand for you not to think what they think. And that's my point at this person down the road, just trying to talk like everybody else, and they get mad at me for talking to him. Of course, I don't think they think he's gay. I'm pretty sure they know he's not. I don't know. Then again, I don't know. I don't know what to know. It don't matter. But that's the first thing they throw on somebody. They throw the gay card out there. And the poor boy's sitting there trying to do the same thing they trying to do. It's just talk. If they don't want to talk to him, they don't have to. But they don't have to sit out there and rev on his ass neither. They don't have to down him every chance they get. But they do it. And I'll tell you one thing, he lives right in the middle of these people talking. Right smack dab in the middle. And that's not a good place to have a person angry at you on the CB radio. It's right stab. He's gonna be here, they're gonna be there, the other boy's gonna be there. That's a bad place to make somebody angry. Having him right in the middle of y'all trying to talk, and you buddy with this buddy over here, and this buddy over here is 20 miles from this buddy, and this boy's sitting right pretty much smack dab in the middle. And he's barefooted at this time. Like I said, he done bought a couple of amps. And y'all boys that some of y'all talking in neighborhoods out there. So a couple of you watch my videos, I guess, but I don't know. It's a bad place to put somebody. It's like having big tech mad at you. If anytime you want to take off on the net, you gone. Ain't nothing you can do. You gone. They own the service. They own the platform. That one thing you can do, they can silence you. They own the phone you talk on. You run through that service. You buy a Google phone now, you have to have Google to run it, which I think you can get past that. You have an iPhone, they say you can't get past that one. So I don't know. But the point being, on the CB, you better watch who you piss off. Because that cat might end up living right in between you. And with no power, you never know it. And the thing about it is, when he comes up with some power, it's gonna be a bad day. Because he's gonna cut your lips off to your buddy you've been talking to every day. He's gonna make you pay rent. But some of them old boys, they think, well, I just get a big amp. No, yeah, you might talk of him. You might talk of him. But you're going to have him ears. If you don't hear what the other party's saying, you shit out of luck. You shit out of luck on that. So, yeah, that's the deal with that. You SOL. He gonna go calling for rent. And you better have your bills paid up. Old homeboy can cut them ears off like it cutting the spigot off. So if you get a chance, you better get out there and meet your neighbor. Might find out he's as cool as he has been with me. Which now and again I get out there and but now I do it in a manner where, you know, I don't cuss them or call them this, that, and the other. I just I throw the chopper on them every now and again. You get out there talking and don't know I'm in there because, like I said, I rarely talk, which I shouldn't be telling people this, because they didn't really know who Chopper was. But like I said, I don't think it's a few around the neighborhood that knew it was me. But at this point in time, I don't care. I just playing with him. Now I wasn't keeping him from talking. I just catch him when he was talking, and I let him get kind of deep into the conversation, and then I key up, because I know I'm in between some of them, and I'd say chopper. And of course they get out there and they say, well, somebody just come over top of you and said chopper, chopper, chopper. I don't know who it was, but he just come over top of you. And I'll wait and wait and wait, and they'll come up there and they'll conversate again. And they'll think I done gone. And I'm just sitting back. And then I go chopper, 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 chopper. And get on the nerves again, because of course he's going to key right back up and say, man, I don't know who that is, but they just cut you off again. Not saying I got any power or nothing like that. I think I was running full pill at the time, which that ain't nothing. But when you dead in between somebody, full pill can make a whole lot of difference. But I had them going on that stuff for a while. Like I said, I don't try to aggravate too much. Like I said, I just get them into, they're getting out there and they talking, getting a conversation. I don't know, sometimes I think the last one was about a garden, talking about gardening or something. And they was deep in conversation, and it wasn't much of a conversation. And I said chopper chopper, keyed up while one of them was talking. I said chopper 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 chopper. And of course it angered the boy that was listening. He said, man, I don't know who that is, but man, they took you out. And of course the boy that I took out, he didn't like it too much. He's like, man, let me flip some switches over here. Let me flip some switches. He started flipping some switches, and being that I got real estate, and being that he's base and he can't move, ain't a whole lot he can do about it. I don't care how many switches you throw over there. So I laid off and sat back, sat back, sat back, sat back. I'll probably sit there another 30 minutes listening to them. And I know the guys. I'm good with the guys. They're good guys, real good guys. But they didn't know who it was. They didn't catch my voice because I was going chopper, 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 chopper. They didn't catch it. At least them two didn't catch it. But I think one down the road caught it. He probably figured out my signal. They're pretty good about that. And he called me up. He said, man, that's you out there messing with them. I said, yeah. So that's me out there. I didn't hide it. If they'd have called me, I told them. He's like, man. He's like, you cutting them up, you cutting like ears off to him, and he's cut, and then you turn around and cut his ears off to the other one. I said, yeah, it's real estate for you. He's like, good Lord. So now, if I go out there and catch them talking sometimes, it's rarely. Now, I don't do it to aggravate them. I could be an asshole and aggravate them, and I'm pretty sure my friend won't tell on me, I don't think. Yeah, you never know now. I don't think he'll ever tell on me, which I done spilled the beans now, but like I said, I don't think them two get on the internet very much. The two I'm talking about, I've been aggravating a little bit. I don't play that with the boys down in Roxboro because it ain't gonna do no good. They too far away. But I just so happen to be sitting right in the middle of these two. I said, I don't get out there and aggravate them to the point they're going to run out and try to find me and this, that, and the other, because I just do it one time and maybe twice and then leave it alone for mine. Wait 20 or 30 minutes because I don't want them to pick up on who I am. Because when they do, they'll start laughing. But I just doing it just to do it. Just to be funny on them. And if they ask me, I'll tell them the truth who it is. But as of yet, they ain't named my name yet, so I ain't said who it was. But y'all know how it goes. Hell, I'm pretty sure y'all play them little games like that too. But throwing that gay card out there on somebody you don't know, you gotta watch. That joker might be right in between you. And one of these days when you really trying to talk to your buddy, he might have done threw a amp in line. He might have done this, might have done that. You better watch how you talk to him. Come here. Because he could cut them lips off at any time. And all because he holds real estate. Alright, don't look. I need to put this on the other side of the resistor. Yeah, resistor. Pull this resistor over. I'm not trying to get on the boards or nothing like that, just saying. Ah, come on. Yeah, man. Thanks. This element hadn't went into protection mode, so maybe that element done went bad. I don't see how the hell it could have went bad. I'll try it again here in a minute. I hate them little solder balls. Alright, they're all in line. It don't make a damn bit of difference, but I like having them all in line if I can do it. Well, if it shut YouTube down, or shut people out of YouTube, just because you say a certain word, or they don't like what you do. I done looked into it. We ain't got no other platform to go to besides that, Vedo, something like that. I don't know. Then you have to pay for that. You have to pay for data on that one. So ain't nobody gonna want to go watch that. I think you can actually watch for free, I think. But if you put content on it, you have to pay. Don't make enough money at this to have to pay to do it. So that's ruled out. TikTok, hell, the same people on YouTube owns it, TikTok. So that's out of the question. I don't know. Sometimes it's good to think ahead. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? There's no places to go. You're stuck. That's the only thing about this cabinet. I had to elongate them holes. If I didn't, I have that little crack in the back, which this comes up a little bit, but it's the only thing I don't like about this little cabinet. But I elongated them holes, and I'm hoping my pan head screws is going to cover it. I'm pretty sure it is. I think I pre-fit this when I was doing that. Look at that little spider. Ah, you dead spider now. Your new home is in heaven. Let's set this in there. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Give me a relay. Line this thing up where it ought to go. Just gonna sit about right down that board. I know Rainmaker likes his double stickum tape, which is Gorilla, but I'm telling you, you can't beat this stuff here. Not for the price. Not for the price, you can't beat it. It's strong too. It says it's supposed to, for every foot of this, you can put 300 pounds on it. So if you pull off a foot of this and stick something to it, which I know it says it'll hold a This is a whole 300 pounds up, so it would hold me up. Come here. Damn, if it didn't fall off again. I'm going to have to end up putting some end up putting a cap on you anyways, because I ain't had one of these to tune out without taking this off of here and putting it to the thing, which I better quit doing that because of the, I mean, I will do it. It tunes out a whole lot better if you do it without that. If you just take them wires and run back. Let's see, these are clicked there, so this top one's going to be the Come on. Alright, feedback's on, relays in. Input's on, that's on. I was thinking that for a while. Some bad thing about clear coating these boards this much is you got to have a little bit more heat. And of course I'm sitting here working with it at 600 degrees. It looks like a mighty big spot just to put that down, but that's the way it took it. So we got to live with it. Let's see. 2879 HGs, so Got about right. Alright, so this has got to be bigger. Well, it's just like the internet. You give the internet all the power. It's just like that boy talking on that CB. He's gonna have all the power. Only thing you can do is live with it. Go fuss and fight with him. Cut his coax. You gotta do something if you want to talk to your friend. And he's right in the middle of you. You got to either fuss and fight with him, either win, or something. You ain't gonna be able to talk. That's just like it's internet. Shut this internet down with all the things we do on it. We're screwed. Just watching a good little video on that guy that made that movie. Well, he didn't make the movie, but he was a feature in the movie. He's the FBI agent now, but Catch Me If You Can. I didn't ever think about it till he said it on there. He's like, don't pay with your debit card, because that's money took right out of your bank. Said use the credit part, using the bank's money. So if anything goes wrong, the credit card company is going to have to take it up and they'll fight for you. But if you do it through the debit card, that's on you. So try to pay credit, which I ain't never noticed so different. I've had to pay credit in places and it wasn't like credit. I don't know much about that, but it just made me think a lot about it. When he said it, I'm going to have to look into it. But it made sense what he said. I know y'all need to look him up. I don't know his name. I just so happened to be watching a video on YouTube, and then that video went off, and then that video come on while I was sitting here doing something, and I just let it play, and I was listening to him as he was talking, and he was some kid, I think he was talking at Google, and some kid was asking him about it, and he told him. And it started making a lot of sense once he said it. I didn't know that. I didn't pay him debit everywhere I went. I mean, every now and again you go to a store and it's sort of like the machine won't take debit right now. You have to do credit, and I'll do credit. But I didn't think about it until this guy said it. I'm gonna look into it and probably start trying that. He said it builds your credit score up too. Hell, I didn't know that. Just, what would I know? He'd been all over the world for free. I mean, I know he was a crook at the time, but that's a good thing to have working for the FBI. Hey, you take all the casinos and stuff like that. When they catch somebody cheating, they'll hire them people to catch other cheaters. I always thought that was pretty cool. Let's see, 1,000 per cap. These are two 500s already tied together. Right on the money. But it was kind of fun sitting there listening to that guy talk. That joke was smart to do what he done. I mean, really, truly smart. To be, I think when he done this, he was like 19 years old. When he was ripping off, when he was flying on Pan Am, and he started making checks through Pan Am. He went to a hobby shop, walked in a hobby shop and got a little airplane, a Pan Am airplane, and took the logo that sticks on a little airline on a little plane, and he used that for the logo on the checks he was making. Chuck was pretty smart. He bought all kinds of equipment, printing presses and stuff like that. Hell, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It's supposed to be unattainable stuff. He was buying it. And it's supposed to have been a 3-man operation to run that printing press. He was running it by himself. Of course, he said he was 19. And he could run from, he set up scaffolding. We could run from one end to the other. They said it portrayed it pretty good on a movie, and it's been a long time since I've seen a movie. But y'all probably know that better than I do. If I go upstairs and sit and watch TV, hell, she's been got into that Jerry Springer kick here lately. I don't get into that crap. Watch a little bit of Maury Povich, Who the Daddy Is. That's kind of interesting sometimes. You are not the father. Man, that's a lot of mama's babies, daddy's maybe on there. So many babies, I swear me down at them boys, baby. But it ain't. I feel bad for them boys that done raised them kids. And then it ain't theirs, and then left the poor boy and got it with somebody else. Can make you feel bad for them. Man, that got hot. We didn't shut off. I ain't got no problem with you shutting off. Be quiet. Let's see, he's gonna need a variable on this thing. Need some Class C chokes. It's gonna be biased. Alright, let's see. Come on, put my coax up through here. Put my hot bus down right there. Then go down to there. These go over to here. Alright, that's that one. I'll go and run my wires. Before I forget. Put my diode in. Before I forget. Lose my mind. Before I forget. Okay, input caps on, output caps on. This input cap's probably gonna be 100. Output cap gotta be put on. Believe it or not, it's good caps. New old stock. 5 kV. Come on, clean. This thing's got about 3 good coats of clear on it. In a way, I kind of like having a thick coat of clear on, because it, if you got the board just clean as hell, man, it'll suck that salt up and it'll make a great old big soda ball when it don't need to be. At least I don't think it should be. Alright, we're getting back on the 5 peel. This is for Paul. It's been a while. I've been working on my truck, trying to get it up and going. And it is. It's doing real good. No oil leak now. Man, what have I done with all my snips? But yeah, no oil leaks on it. Thank God. But I put it together, that rear main seal on it, and got it right the first time. Huh. That's odd. I think it's why they call me number 3s, because, well, I named myself that, but because I have to do everything in 3s. It just seems the way it's like that happens. I don't know. It just... It was supposed to be just a simple put a hub on it, and it ended up being a fixing a rear main seal, so I had to drop the transfer case, drop the transmission, put a rear seal, and it's LLS motor. It's got that casing around it, so I had to fix all that. That had to become a priority. I didn't. There was nothing left to drive. That was it. They got down to the last vehicle, got 3. Actually, got about 7, but some of them's been work in progress for years, and probably will remain to be work in progress till I'm dead and it's off to somebody, or off to the junkyard or somewhere. But yeah, I got all scratched up from getting up in them places on that truck. It cut me all up in places, cut my hands open, all sorts of crap. It wasn't fun. The only time I messed up is when I put the cross member in before I put the wall pipe on. So I had to go back and take which that wasn't no problem, take the cross member down and hook up the wire pipe. That wasn't no big problem, just 4 bolts. I'd rather be down here than what out there. I have to start a fire and turn the air compressor on, let it build up, sweep your floor, get everything up out the way, try to get everything motivated to when you start doing something. Now I remember when I got out when I quit going out to the shop. Walking on that concrete's hard on your back. Hard on every damn thing. I got a pinched nerve in my neck, so my hands is going numb here lately. Falling apart. I guess it's called getting older. Sure as hell ain't getting no wiser, but the older comes easy. Whew. Need to go to the damn chiropractor. Get my neck stretched. Get a check on this. It ain't like I buy this every day, but I'm getting to where I do it right off in here lately. Make sure I picked up the right part. Oh, there they are. There they are, there they are. Little banana clips. 1.4. Do pretty good. It's gonna work out well. Wrong side, dummy. Just a preliminary check. Ground. Ground. Yep. It's gonna work. Yep. Damn it. Come on now, get in there. Tuck up in there. Fuck it, that ain't the way I want it. That ain't the way I want it. Build from center out. Maybe that'll work. Come here, get out of the way. Sit in here, play pretty. Come here, 12. Look at that little bitty hand screwdriver. Where's my itty bitty screwdriver? There she is. Little Dollar General screwdriver. To right in that way, this way, this way. Okay. see. Come on, fella. Well, it's hooked in a little too good. Let's see, I don't want to come down this side. I'll just come around this side, go into here. Let's see, it's ground. Either one of these is going to just flip back, come up to here. Damn, I should have wrapped in. Towards your back. And I'm tired. It's my fingers. Yes, Mr. Kitty. Yes, Mr. Kitty. Yes. Mr. Kitty. It ain't even a mister, it's a girl. Nova's a girl, but I call her he. I think it's transgender puppy. She's been spaded. She sure as hell acts like she's got some testosterone in her every now and again. She's wild. Fast. That's why I hate to buy a amp. Try to get everything uniformed, look right. The bison part of it I think is pretty cool, but I just hate throwing all these little bitty parts in something. Well, should have drilled a hole through that damn heat sink. think I'm gonna do something a little different. I'll be back. Alright, we came back to it, done a little something different. Randy done that transformer, came out over here. Gonna run the input a little different. I think I can run that input down and around up under there. And out here. I don't have to jump over my hot wire. I don't want to jump over the hot wire with that. But I'm tired. I'm going to stop right here. Alright then, y'all have a good day. Alright, good evening. We're back on this thing. It's finished. It's just got to go to Ohio or Pennsylvania, I think. Let's see. Mr. Paul's amp, and it's going to Ohio. Alright, it's got sideband on it. I just got done with it. I had I've been very busy. Not only in this shop, in my other shop too. It looks like as soon as one hits, everything gets bad. Neighbor's stuff goes down, and a couple of them are essential workers. They got to go back and forth to work, so you got to help them out. They don't mind helping me out when I need something, so I got to help them out when they need it. That's the way it works in the neighborhood here. But anyways, it's a 1x4, 12879, driving 4 2879s. It's got the big transformers in it. 12 amp relay. Does really good. It's in the Dave May cabinet. I got it listed as 1x4. Sidebands right here. Light on it works. Kind of waited on a switch to get here. Mail. I don't know what the hell's wrong with mail, but I had this thing actually built about 5 days ago, 6 days ago, but I was waiting on these switches to come in. I ordered them like 3 months ago, and I finally got them yesterday. But I only got 3. I'm supposed to got around 30, and he only sent 3. So they're getting gone quick. They're actually all 3 of them used up. I guess the other ones come in when they come in. I ain't sitting around all day just checking my phone for parts. I got better things to do. I got more things to do I don't want to do, but got to do. We can't survive around here Still ain't got the car up and going yet. I got to get it in the shop, but every time I do something, the alternator went out on the truck, so I had to put an alternator on the truck. Well, that alternator wasn't good, so I had to go get another alternator. And then they wanted to give me some slack about that because I bought it online. I didn't buy it from the store, which I buy it online. I get a discount. I get a $200 alternator for around $140, $150 with all my discount codes that I earned up with all this crap been going on with buying parts and buying neighbors' parts and all this stuff, and I buy it on my account and I get reward points, so that helps out. Hell, they don't care as long as their car's getting fixed, you know, or the tractor or whatever, four-wheeler, change oil in a four-wheeler, buy their parts on out for the ATV, for his filters and oil and stuff like that. I still get reward points off that, but they got to do with this amp. But this amp's up and running good. Got the power supply on. That turns it on. Oh, this is doing really good. Get this camera off this thing. Alright, 1000 watt slug, 5 watt slug in reverse. Alright, this metal meter, that's just coming back from the antenna, showing reflect back from the antenna. But this is reflect from a radio, going back towards the radio. This is, RMS now, because I got the peak kit off. But RMS, a little over 400. About 450. Alright, turn the peak kit on. About 975. Let's say 950. Hello. And it's got more to do with the radio. Changed the radio out. Finally found one. It was some count. Doug Walker done this for me down in Georgia. My other one, I don't know what's wrong with it, but I need to send about 5 or 6 of them off to get them fixed. I don't know what the little issues with them are, but I might have to go through and look up, see what the problem is. I need to get this one hooked back up. This one ain't hooked to the switch box, but anyways, that's where we're at. We're on the antenna. Alright, sideband light comes on. Can't see it, it's a green white light. I didn't have solid green, I had green white light. Alright, sideband delay. Turn the sideband on. Sideband delay. Microphone. I hope y'all can hear that. It's got enough delay in it. This is without delay. Turn the switch off. So it's working good. Reflect. Let's see. I'll show you this peak again. About 100. About 950. Reflect. Done really good. Really nice little amp. These amps do not come with a clear coat on them, and I sprayed a little clear coat over top of it, and that's what you kind of see flaking off a little bit. It's got a little bit of overspray where I sprayed the top, and it oversprayed onto this, and it's got a little powder to it. But yeah, like I said, that light does come on. It's just a green light. I hope the camera picks it up. It's a yellow green light or something, LED. And now comes my heat on. Got it mounted up on the wall. But yeah, there she is. Got a good fan on it. There's a cabinet. Top. Gotta go on. Yeah, that's the front. But yeah, she's ready to go. Alright then. You have a good one. I appreciate the business, Paul, up in Ohio. We'll catch you later. Been on my 39 Henry Carolinas. Later.